Greetings from Port South, Primus's Army. We just got done healing up in our beds and made some storage chests and a training dummy in the house that we purchased here. If you watched the last video, you'll know that we had some pathing issues trying to get in through this back gate. Did not work, so we just sort of clicked on an interior part of the town and followed our guys as they found their way around to the main gate, which we didn't even know existed. We were on the west side. All we saw was the rear gate. Thought that was the only one. Anyway, since that time, purchased the property, made the beds, healed up, sold everything. We are good to go. And what we want to do now is 10:04 in the middle of in the evening. Now we're at Port South. Our goal is to make our way down to Skinner's Rome. I'm thinking there will be opportunities for glory down here, and there is an outpost up here. I'm not exactly sure how to get to it, although it looks like we might be accessing it from the west. So, then again, in order to get to this side here, see, that was under the assumption that this was the main gate. Oh dear. Well, we may end up going to iSocket first. Change of plans. Alright, that's what we'll do. Because I think otherwise we're going to have to go back around here. Well, see, I should have sorted all this out before starting the recording. No, I still want to go along the west side. To me, that's where my heart is inclined to go. So, let's drop back down, get a good camera perspective, make sure everybody's selected. Let's head out the gate. And we will certainly be coming back to Port South. Great city. We have a nice property there where we can do some stuff. And let's double time this, be on our way. Alright, now as I recall, we ended up going down along this backside here. Right down here, and as a matter of fact, we can see some activity going on down here. So this is the way to get down to where we were. This is that knife edge piece of rock that we had to go around to get up to the gate. If we were to go around here and come back up, we'd be back at the rear gate that we cannot get through. There's some activity over here. Our goal, however, is to head south. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll try not to leave Marv the medic too far behind. I think we may need to do a little exercise building with him. We may need to get him to carry something, because I don't think he's carrying anything right now. And we need to get his strength up, which means for a while at least he may end up being slower than he is already. But looks like a patrol out over here. Let's just swing by here. There may be some stuff to loot. Yeah, this is a patrol. Let's go take a look, see what we got here. Alright, Marv? No, that's Buck. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and have him carry some stuff. And it's going to cause him to be even slower than he already is, but we got to get him stronger. What is his strength? Strength is already 17. That's pretty good. I don't know why it's so slow. I'm still there's so much to learn about this game, and what the rules are. I'm not going to give him any more than this. That'll be enough. All right. And we'll let Buck carry a few things. All right. I was watching another kid play this game, and it wasn't until I watched him play that I realized that I have not been even remotely tapping into the potential for what you can do with the other NPCs here. For example, let's go ahead and collect everybody. If we wanted to, since these guys are headed in the direction we want to go anyway, now let's just do it regular time. Let's pause. We could go right click, hold. Look at that. I mean, I didn't even know this. This is a holy servant. If we want to, we can talk to him. He'll tell us to bugger off. I mean, to get lost. We could attack the target. We could do first aid to the guy. We could bodyguard him, protect him. We could follow. And so we're going to go ahead and follow. Just see what that looks like, because I haven't done that yet. This would have been a really nice thing back when we were first starting. And we try to follow those details around. See, look at this. We could send our guys to go out with patrols. Now there's this poor guy back here wandering around. Now where is he? Hobbling around out here by himself. We could do some first aid for him. Well, I don't know where he is. Anyway, we come across another injured NPC who's at least neutral to us. We'll go fix him up. All right. Let's go ahead and do double time. Yeah, I'd like to interact with the NPC. It's so nice to know that that's possible. I did not know. So, Kenshi has already become much more useful to me. Another patrol. And the sun is getting ready to come up. So we will go around this point and do a map check just to see what it looks like for us. And we'll take a look at our straggler. Marv way back there. Buck, burdened with their heavy mercantile loads. And we have, let's pull back here just a little bit, guys. Let's decide who we want to send. Okay. Carter. His strength is a little low, but his dexterity, attack, and defense are all 10. Look at this. We're in the double digits now for every single one of the guys. I'm impressed. Now, it's going to be too close to... Let's see what happens when we send these two newbies. There are two weakest guys, Carter and Reagan, presidents who are going to have to work together. See how it goes. Now these guys, they're probably going to get knocked down. I'll send the other two presidents here. Okay, so Carter's taking some major lumps. Oh dear, he's going to go down. I'd like these guys to be able to handle their own stuff. There he goes. He's down. Carter's down. Needs a medic. Send Rodeo in. We'll get Bashir out here. Kind of get him out here to monitor the situation. Two down. Let's get some other warriors in here. Oh dear, Bashir's now having to fight. That was not the plan. We'll have him just sort of run around. There we go. Three down. Bashir, don't fight. Everybody in. There we go. And Bashir, you stay out. There we go. Primus is like, I'll handle these guys. And you can go ahead and medic. First aid. Bashir. Alright, apparently not terribly obedient during a combat situation. I just had to see. Alright. Get these guys over here. Let's see what we've got in terms of property. Looks like Rodeo's back up. Looks like the guys are coming back online. Some hard reboots. Have you ever passed out in real life? I remember one time when I was a kid, I was running around the basement. We were doing something, I can't remember. It was one of those unfinished basements with supporting pillars. And I ran into one, full speed. I was like 12. And the next thing I remember, my cousins were like, Mark, are you okay? That was the only time in my life that I've clocked myself so hard that I did a reboot. And we really are computers, you know. The OS comes back online, and we get little error reports, you know, broadcast through our bodies. All right. We're just waiting for Carter, who was the hardest hit. And let's see whether or not we're going to have to carry him. We may end up needing to carry Carter. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a tryout with all the guys to see who's going to carry Carter. And that tryout is going to consist of a foot race. Oh, Carter's back up. Okay, never mind. All right. Yeah, what I was going to do to see who would carry Carter was have them race like from here to, oh, I don't know, here. And whoever the first person to get there is, that's the person who's going to obviously qualify to Come on. And be look like Sam was in a was in a lead with Secundus. So it would have been one of those guys. As it turns out, we don't have to worry about it. Map check. All right, we're down here at this point. It's time for us to make a left turn and head in to Skinner's Roam, if we can find it. Okay. Whoops. Everybody. Let's go. Looks like we have a lot of activity going on over here too. Skinner's Roam. Oh, it looks like mostly bodies. No, there's still some movement. Or is there? Sam, you're moving pretty fast for a guy who's carrying a lot of stuff. Okay, he's fully loaded. Oh, you got nothing. This has been the bread and butter of what we've been doing so far. I'm hoping we'll take a look at our installation there by Black Scratch, the one that we started out with, first built. See whether or not that's something we want to improve with or improve upon very much, or if we just want to go straight to whatever it is we're doing. You know, the plan for the next settlement. All right, I'm thinking Skinner's Roam has got to be off over here somewhere. We'll let the friendlies be about their business. And neutral is friendly enough for us. All right, I think we're headed in the right direction overall. Alright, now this could get a little more treacherous. Visibility's poor, but that also can benefit us. Wow. Is that just brush up there? I think so. That's all it is. See if we can get through there. Nope. Says can't get through there, but we can get around this. And we've still got guys tootling along behind here. And we're going to get Marv even stronger than he already is with this character building exercise. Alright. Still think we're moving in the right direction. I hope we are. Looks like it. One thing I haven't figured out yet, if you split the group up, I mean, I'm not sure how it maps. How do you find these guys again? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. We're just kind of taking it easy. I could go quadruple speed here, fast travel. It's the Kenshi version of fast travel, but I'm kind of enjoying the meander through this part of the country. And I do have a bit of I think I've got a role-playing gene. I'm not a solid role player like guys who don't do no fast traveling whatsoever and name all of their characters and care for them as distinct individuals and build sort of personality profiles for them. I have a lot of respect for people who do that. I lack that attention to detail, I guess. I'm just lazy. So I sort of have ideas about the way the various characters are. In my mind, I sort of have, a view to it, but I'm not a hardcore role player like I should be. With a game like this sort of game just begs for role playing. It really does. I mean, because it is a sort of a game that lends itself to setting up a narrative and doing it. You don't just zap yourself around a map magically. As much as I love Skyrim, I got to say, that's one of the things about it, and most of us who play it, including me, all the fast traveling, and it always seemed to me like in the DLC that it ought to be a process to get from Skyrim to Solstheim, for example. But they give you a little fast travel arrow. That's the mass appeal of the game, is that most people don't really want to do that. Role playing is a little bit of a niche thing. And it looks like we're invisible now. Look at that. We have a stealth shield. How do we do that? Maybe it's a new skill we have. I literally don't have any idea where we are. We may be pathing through this part of the terrain. Let's see if we pop out over here where this bush is. That's interesting. A little bit alarming because we may be here. Let's do a save and a load. All right, let's go save. I wonder if the save and a load will do if we're going to have to actually get out of the game. Let's find out. Nope. All right, let's go ahead and exit out. Exit game. And let's get back into it. Give it just a second to fire up. Alright. Load game. And we remain invisible. I think it may just be I hope it's just a temporary issue with the terrain here. It'd be a little tough to play this way, if it turns out that we're invisible. All right, map. Oops, we went the wrong way. Alright. Went the wrong way. go ahead and quadruple time it. Yeah, now we have an enemy that we can't see. And come here just a second. Let's go ahead and handle this. I don't have... We got to get rid. We can't be plagued by some invisible enemy. And we can see now where the city is. There's some business transactions going on there. I got guys running off fighting people I can't see. And I don't like it. I have Bashir down. Thank goodness for the name markers. I have no idea what's going on with these guys. No idea whatsoever. Alright, last one's down. Let's go back to Bashir's name marker. Do some medic stuff. See if Bashir can be revived. Physician, heal thyself. And if that won't work, then we're going to have some big strong person carry him. We have more fighting going on there. Come on, guys. Now Reagan's down. Oh my God, and I can't see what's going on. We can't see our enemies. Oh dear. Oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, this is unpleasant. Yeah, let's see if we can emerge from this thing and salvage this. If not, I have to do a reload and see what the deal. Well, I can't. I've saved it from here, so much for that. That's part of the problem, I guess, with having just one save. If you get a bad save, then you're in trouble. But let's see what we can do about getting next to Reagan, healing him, if that's possible. Bashir apparently is up and about, so let's go ahead and regroup. And okay, now he's popped back up. I'm hoping that this is just a problem related to this area. It's part of the map. One thing we're going to be able, what we can see by returning to where we came from. And yeah, they're moving around some object, something that we can't see, so I think it must be a terrain issue. And I'm pretty sure and here they come. We emerge from the bad terrain. Alright, abandon hope, all ye who enter where we were. Look at that. See him swimming out of the sand. Let's take a map location here. I just want to eyeball this. Maybe let the developer know. We'll just take a map. All right, so here we are, right here, and we proceeded into this area here. That's the problem area right there. At least for this game, I think it's probably a terrain problem, period. So we're going to come out. Oof, I'm breathing a little easier, a little more easily now. Let's come out. We want to head over this way. Wow, that was rough. This is the joy of playing an alpha game. Where's Marv? Come on, Marv. Yeah, we're not going back around that way. I'm just relieved that that's all it was, because that's something that I'm sure that Chris can fix. Pardon me. Going to do a little check here. All right. Why, that was an adventure. A lot of invisible stuff going on out there in the sand. All right, now, one more time. There we are. We want to go ahead and take a look back here. We want to go ahead and go out around. Somehow we want to get over this hill. So we may have to go back down a little bit longer, a little bit more. And now we're going to go ahead and bump up the speed. Go out around this point. Oops. Let's collect ourselves and be in a better position to deal with these bandits, because we have some weak members. As a matter of fact, I would just as soon isolate the weak members, but I did not pay enough attention, and I'm not entirely sure these other guys are fighting, so we need to slow this down. There we go. Now they are. Heal up. Here we go. Let us not forget the opportunity available to us to make some money. Yeah, Marv, go ahead, take another sword. Marv's strength is only 3. No wonder he's so slow. No, that's Bashir. I lied. Marv. I get his number up here. Yeah, his strength is 17. He should be, seems like he would be faster than that. And really, he's got quite a bit of skill. His encumbrance is heavy. All right. Don't know what the deal is there. Maybe he's just a bad character for a backpack. Anyway, we're getting quite a bit of loot here. And we'll have stuff to sell when we do finally get to Skinner's Roam. Sam, do you have any room left? Nope. All right. We're going to go around this point here. Actually, let's come over here and whoops, looks like the fight's coming to us. Alright. I'm not, like our guys are glitching or something. Holy cow. They weren't fighting, we were just glitched out standing there. Oh my gosh. We've got our medic trying to revive some people. Marv, maybe you can do the same thing. I know we need people to fight, but yeah, that was awful. Awful. We clearly need to stick around here. Revive whomever we can. Anybody with a medipack, heal somebody. Look at this. We were just in a little pile, and those guys beat the tar out of us because I had the thing set up too high. I had the speed too high. That was a mistake on my part. The glitching, though, I could not have predicted that. Just standing there and twitching, letting these guys beat on us. All right. We're going to be staying normal speed for a minute. Hopefully we're out of sight. Anybody who's just regained consciousness, help revive the others, please. All right, let's take a look. Let's assess. Primus is awake. Got some good injuries, but still functional. Secundus is unconscious, bandaged, no longer bleeding. Same with Tertius. We just had Grunt come back up. Okay, Sam the Sword. Buck is relatively uninjured, as is Marv. Dr. Buck is down, but bandaged. Okay, we got some serious injuries there. Slim, you're doing okay. Ebony, and that's some pretty good injury right there. All right. Let's hope we don't get attacked anymore. These guys should be coming up pretty quickly. What an adventure. All right. I think what I'll do is go ahead and just risk going a little faster for healing at this point. And if somebody comes around the corner, I'll drop it back down. And I'd like to see our guys get back up. And if we have to, then we'll end up doing some carrying. There we go. They're winking back into life. But carrying is pretty tough. because we are far away from a friendly place. It would be a nice feature to have like a portable bed that you could carry, but I understand that like a bed roll that would give perhaps a reduced recovery benefit, but still give something. The incentive would still exist to have real beds in a real house, in real estate, but it would provide some option that is realistic for when you're far away from a bed, for at least some regeneration. Okay, just waiting for one member of our party. That's a body. That's a hungry bandit. Just waiting for Dr. Chuck. And if he's not going to get up now, we may need to carry him. I'm going to slow this down. Nope, he's back up. All right. Real time. And it's morning. And I'm hopeful that we're going to get to Skinner's Roam. And once again, we are beat up. That was a terrible experience there in that part of the country. And then I mismanaged this part of it. I shouldn't have been. I sat there and watched those guys twitching, and I should have immediately jumped on that and slowed that down. But I did not. So we're going to take things real time here for a little bit, at least. And we're going to venture out here because the looting instinct runs powerfully in us. But we're just looking at hungry bandits, I think. So not much to get. And there it is, Skinner's Roam. Wow. A sight for sore eyes. We're going to avoid trouble if we can at this point. Even though we are 18 strong and warriors to be feared, we're going to kind of stick around here. At some point in time we may need it to go down. Not getting anything on my bad guy radar. This may be just a patrol. Looks like the gate is over here. Alright. I'm going to hazard a guess that these guys are safe. Oh dear, poor Dr. Chuck. I don't feel very well, guys. Wait for me. And he's not being chased by anybody, so that's a good thing. Reagan's got stomach issues, but he's fast. Bruce? What's in your inventory? Nothing. I wonder if you can pick up somebody who's conscious. Can you do that? Let's go slow time. Let's see if there's anything to do here. Bruce? First, no. How about click on Bruce, click on Dr. Chuck, pick up. All right. Come on, Bruce, let's go. Guess that's how it works. Okay. There we go. Now we can all stay together and move a little more quickly. Off across the desert floor. Now let's kick it up. And Bruce is still running faster than Marv the medic. Good. Excellent. Quadruple speed. Skinner's Rome. Oh, you're a beautiful place. We have lots of money. We would like to become property owners in your fine establishment. Let's get here to where we're safe. And then we shall go look for property. I think we'll do that on camera here. Oh, thank goodness. Please, just get everybody in there. We are not in a position to go out and fighting. Looks like the guards are dealing with stuff. Our guys are just going to hopefully run right through this. Yeah, the guards handled it. Return to their posts. And at this point we have everybody here. Bruce, let's go ahead and get you over here. And let's see, is there a way to put him down? That's what I want to know. Dr. Chuck. Is there a way to interact with you? Dr. C? Apparently. Okay, so Bruce, and then with Dr. Chuck, no, there's not a way to, I can't see a way to interact with him now that he's, unless we put him in a bed. Well, there may be a way. Let's see if we can figure this out. Put down. Whoops. Stand up. Let's take a look at Dr. Chuck. All right. So we can pick up and put down. That's good. All right, now, Primus, let's go sell some stuff. look for property, because these guys will just stay in a huddle. Apparently you can also, pardon me, a voice change there, my puberty is reasserting itself. But apparently you can also go out there and like click on leaders, you know, if you put it into pause mode or you're going slowly, you can see whether or not they have a bounty. And as we have seen before in this game, where you see a group of guards guarding someone and marching them off to a city, if the bounty's high enough, I guess it's worth your while to go in there and get it handled. You know, collect it from the police, I guess. All right. Got carried away there. Let's check. We'll just check the buildings. And if we see something for sale that we want, I prefer small houses because you can put easily 2 beds in there. But let's just take a look. Well, we could buy this, a tower. That would get emptied out. I don't own any towers. And they would just empty this out, and we could put a couple of beds, storage, and be right next to the front gate. There's something rather attractive about that. All right, why not? It's now ours. Okay. And what I'll do, we don't have any building materials. Let's go ahead and set this up the way we want to set it up. Build. Interior. Bed. Okay. Snuggle that in there as close as we can to the wall without clipping too much. 1. And we want to have at least another bed. Why not? Whoops. Maybe just a little bit more this way for aesthetic purposes. 2. Okay, we'll build the frames for those. Build. We won't bother with the training dummy. However, it would also be nice to have some storage. Here, and I keep hitting the run key. Here. Okay, I got to remember the framework for those. And I guess we could throw up a training dummy over here. Training dummy. Okay, first of all, that's not going to work. Primus, get out of the way, buddy. You're in the way. Primus. Oh, we're paused in building mode. Alright, and then we will build the training dummy. Right here. Alright. Okay, now we'll go ahead and get Primus to come here. This guy's in our house, but you know, what are we going to do? He can build something for us if he wants. All right. Sell some weapons. And buy some building materials. Uh-oh, there's nobody here. It counts as nobody being here. Why? Why? We want to deal. We want to do business. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating when it does this. I haven't yet figured out what the story is with that. But if I, for example, now if I try to drop this where it says zero cash, then we're just out of luck. Okay, maybe it's just a store with no money. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab Primus. Come over here. See if we can put anything into this one. Negative. Hope we're not facing an ugly pattern here. Oh, thank goodness. Secundus. All right. Come to me, all ye who are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Primus. All right. Let's keep going. This is sort of a meandering little village, isn't it? Or burg? Seems like its principal protection is geographic. Oh dear, once again I clicked on the wrong person. Okay, let's get Primus over here. I just like to use the one agent. It's easier that way. Shoe store. And hopefully we'll run across building materials here shortly. A zapateria. Nice. We'll be able to unload a lot of stuff here. Alright. And the guy's got some money, so we're good. But we have a lot of stuff to unload. Come on, let it go. Why is it not working? Oh, now we have no workers all of a sudden. I think these guys take a siesta? What's the deal? What is it with this crew? Out of trading range. What does this mean? Okay, that means I need to bring my guys closer, I guess. Too far away physically. So if they get closer, does that mean they're within trading range? Yes. Can we do it now? What does that mean? Out of trading range. Is it an error that becomes rectified once the people come back within range? Because we were able to trade. No. Okay, we'll have to figure out that out of trading range thing. I thought I understood it. Maybe the shop is just closed at this point. Although that seems unlikely. Okay, there's a bed. Let's see what else we have around here that we can potentially trade with. Okay, I need to orient myself properly. This is a sprawling little city. Trade. I like that. Hopefully we can get some building material here. Let's go ahead and bring everybody over. At least over here. Get Primus to run inside. At this point, what I'd like to do is just find the building material, make the beds, heal everybody up, and then handle the rest of the trade off video. Trade goods. What have you got? All right, let's finish up our top row of guys. It's saying 0-0. It's not going to let me trade probably. Let's try. But I'm not hopeful. Oh, well, I guess it is. Cash magically appeared. Good, I don't care. I'll put up with magical appearance of cash. I'm hoping the guy on the other side of the store has building material. Let's find out. Construction trader, that's our guy right there. Alright, Primus. I have not yet figured out how to, if there's a way. Oh, look at that, you just right click on it. Okay, no room for that item. Secundus. I had no idea you could do that. That makes it a lot easier. Alright. Well, I feel like such a noob. This is how you learn. You just right click on it and puts it right in there for you. You don't have to drag and drop everything. I am going to drag this. Make room for that. Drag this. Make room for that. No, so but what happens if I click? Will it find a place? No. Well, it tries to put it in the storage. It'll do the same here, so let's just... Alright, now go back to this guy. If I click on that, it just places it for you. Okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. Alright. Whoops. Let's see, what else do we have to sell? Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much easier to trade now. Alright, let's go ahead and I think I got enough to build what I need to build. So let's go ahead and... But that wasn't the point, was it? The point was... Let's also make sure we get rid of our stuff. Start with the back side here. I got so excited by the prospect of being able to move stuff easily that I forgot that I wanted to make sure that we were all emptied out. No more swords. We shall convert all of our swords into building materials. Alright, it's probably like a special click I can do to do that too, that I just don't know about yet. Alright, where's the front gate? How many gates do we have in this town? Let's go to our house, our beautiful tower home. Apparently we have two gates, this gate and this gate. Mental note, we are by the west gate. Everybody in, we've got building to do, and we're going to go ahead and click on this. Make it quickly. I wonder if we take half the guys, we can start working on this one. No. Yeah, okay, so that one's getting built. This one's getting built. Everybody's happy. Then we'll take these guys and go build the training dummy. Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. I meant these guys. Can we settle down? You guys build this. Work it out. Alright. Perfect. Alright, Bashir, do you have anything you would like to contribute to this? You do not. Let's just work our way through here, and any extra building materials we have, we will stow. Look at that. Stacks them up. All right. Piece of cake. We've got 14 in there. All right. Gentlemen, let's heal up. Nice to have another place to heal. And I think at this point we're going to be ready to, I'll heal everybody up now, but we'll take a break from the recording. This part's pretty straightforward, not terribly exciting. I'm going to get everybody healed up. And bang, here we are. We did what we wanted to do. It was terrifying, and we got it done. We're at the western part of Skinner's Roam. Nice little place, and we'll probably exit. Well, I'm not so sure about going across that turf. We might go out the other side here and see if we can get to Fort Simeon that way, because of that treacherous terrain back there where we couldn't see ourselves anymore. We just went swimming in sand and suffered terribly. So, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.